the Swan Gang Racing channel. What's going on, guys? We're back out here in the shop. I'm talking a little loud because we have the little space heater going on in the back. It's cold as heck here in Florida. We woke up this morning and got out here in the shop. It's 32 degrees right now, and that is extremely cold for Florida. We are going to be working on a Pro Mod in this video, and then we will be taking it up to North Carolina to drop it off at Mentzer's to get a setup ready to go on 275s. As you can see behind me, it's a little cluttered inside the shop because we have taken our merch back over. We are building a shop. Y'all have already seen that video. We're going to be able to hold all our merch. We're trying to get all these orders sent out. I can't thank y'all enough that purchases merch off our website. If you want to get something of ours, you can click that link down in the description or go to justinswanstrom69.com and pick up your merch. Also, guys, I wanted to do something real quick. So from this point in this video right now until the end of the month of January, I will be throwing PS5s in random orders online. There is no minimum order count. There's no minimum money spent. If you purchase an order from today till the end of the month, I will be throwing random PlayStation 5s in orders being sent out to people. I wanted to be able to give back. I felt like this was a good way to be able to try to do something. So I have purchased a lot of PS5s, and I am going to be throwing them in random orders throughout the rest of this month. So today we are going to be changing out the 4-link bars inside Money Bag. I read all y'all's comments. You know, I heard green money. I was trying to make it simple, as in, you know, blood money to green money. I was just trying to swap it over. Nobody really liked that name, so I was like, you know what, I gotta come up with something different. So I started reading all the comments, and the comment that stuck out to me, and so many people requested it, was Money Bag. So I said, you know what, we're just gonna change the name, and that's just what it's gonna be called. Now it is called Money Bag. We are going to be putting titanium 4-link bars from Cameron Johnson Race Car inside Money Bag, getting it all ready to go, putting wheels back on it, down on the ground, and then we are going to be shipping it up to North Carolina so Mark Mentzer at Mentzer Motorsports can get the new Mentzer radial shocks put on it, get the car completely set up. We'll be talking with them. I'm gonna see if they'll allow us to put some of their stuff in a video. That will be awesome for y'all, awesome for me to be able to learn more. Once we get that all done, we're gonna fire the car up, make sure everything runs and everything's good, and then we'll load it in the trailer and take it up. But I know it's cluttered in here. Just give us a little time. We got cars leaving. Salty, the Corvette is fired up. It's done. Prenup's in the trailer. We're waiting on Todd's motor to come in, and we're also finishing this car here. So we'll be able to clean the shop out, get caught up on all our orders, and keep moving forward. I can't thank y'all enough that's been liking the videos, dropping comments, and helping this thing grow. Let's get back there to the back of the car. Let's see what we're going up against, and let's see if we can get these bars swapped out. All right, guys, so I was doing a quick little time lapse, basically just throwing these things together. We have new titanium 4-link bars. They will be going inside the car. We weighed them. So, you know, basically throughout all 4 bars, we lose about 7 pounds. That's extremely a lot for what we're doing. Shout out to Cameron and them at CJRC that was able to knock these bars out for me. All I had to do was just give them the length that I already had in the car. The bars that were in the car it's a little bit older setup, so they were a little boogered up. You know, when you go to do adjustments, it's a little hard. So I needed to get new bars anyways and new Heim joints. I said, why not just lose a little bit of weight and do some titanium? The titanium stuff has came a long way, and you know, back in the day, you were kind of a little nervous or scared that something was gonna happen, but it's so strong now that you know, a lot of people are running it even on faster applications. I think Cameron's got cars out there that go 350s with titanium bars, and the good thing about it is on the radials aren't as much stress on the 4-link bars as the big tire is. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna run through, we're gonna put all the new Heims inside the 4-link bars. Once we get that going, then we're gonna go through and we're gonna change one bar at a time out of the car and put our new titanium bars in. And then once we're done with all that, we're gonna go to the front of the car, look it all over, get ready to fire it up, and then we'll be loading this thing in the trailer. The reason why we change it one bar at a time, because one, you don't want the rear end just dropping out of the back of the car. Yes, it's held up by the shocks, but it will also allow the rear end to kick forward because of you know, pinion angle and stuff. The other thing is you know, we kind of have somewhat of a setup in there, as in the lengths that you want. Right now, these Heims are pushed all the way in. The Heims that are on the car are not. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to be tucking the rear end in or pushing it far out trying to adjust it. Let's just put these bars back in the exact way that's coming out, because that's how we were running the car. And then when it gets up there to marking them, I'm sure they'll go through, they're going to change the 4-link setup and get everything ready. We'll talk a little bit more about the brackets and everything up under the car and what marking them are going to have to do to be able to accomplish this thing. Shouldn't take a couple days to get set up, and then this car is ready to go testing and get ready for that huge $100,000+ race in Texas at the end of March. All right, guys, so we're back up underneath the car now. These Penske shocks will be coming off. We will be getting everything 100% clean. When you do burnouts with the big tires, it makes a mess under the car. Jesse's already been under here. As you can see, he's already scraped all the rubber off. We got a little bit of weight there. You'd actually be surprised on how much weight rubber actually holds. So all the rubber that Jesse got off the car was 1 pound. Yeah, it's not a lot, but that's 1 pound off the car. We will be taking the Penske shocks off. That's for our big tire setup. And Mark Minzer and then we'll be putting on their radial style shock to be able to run. We broke some shock sensors on the last outing, just tire shake. The big tire stuff is just hard on stuff, and it's hard on parts, especially on the car. So we will be putting 2 new shock sensors on. Shout out to Fuel Tech for getting me shock sensors out. And as we're doing that, we will be going through. We're gonna change one bar at a time. I need to get the preload and everything out of this car, get it back neutral, and then we'll go through and change it all out, get it all ready. And soon we'll be able to get this thing shipped off. So we got all 4 4-link bars in the car. Nope, that is not how it's going to be set up. It will be completely changed. We just needed to get them inside the car. I wanted to try to square the rear end back up because we run a lot of rear steer for me in the car. On the big tire, we won't run as much on the radial setup, but gonna let Mark and them go through, put their magic touch to it, and get the car ready. Jesse is going through right now, getting stuff all cleaned up. We will be cleaning the housing, getting that all done, and then we will be ending this video off with firing up this breathing dragon. As you can see, the green, I still love it. The motor's ready to go. We will pop the valve covers off. We'll look at everything just to make sure everything's good, and then we are going to get this thing fired up so we can get it out of the shop and we can get back on getting our merch knocked out. One thing that we got to do whenever we get it back, we broke this rotor at the last race. So that last couple passes, we were going down the track on 3 brakes. I don't recommend it, but we had to do what we had to do to be able to try to run the car. So we will be hitting up Strange Engineering. We'll be getting us a new rotor, some new brake pads, and we'll get that back on the car. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to bleed all the brakes, get everything back ready. But she is almost done. We are going to be changing this inside the car. We ran out of time as in getting that done. That will be getting changed and it will match everything else. It'll look good, but inside is still the same. There's some updates that we are going to do to this car later on this year, but we got to get out and win a race. Let's win a race with the old girl, and then we'll be able to do some TLC to her.
I feel like I'm on the show Breaking Bad.
You look like Bane.
Darkness is your ally. Guys, I told you after the last race, we were not getting caught up with having fumes and shit anymore. All right, let's fire it up. Ready?
Those things right there are a little lifesaver. I mean, you still get a little bit of it.
It didn't bother me that time.
It didn't bother. I was right there in front of the header. It was KOing me. But we got it fired up. Back it out. That thing doesn't go all the way in, so just kind of do it just like that. Go ahead and back it down. Everything's good. Look how cold it is. It's cold as shit out here, so it was a little hard getting it fired up. But we threw some gasoline in it, got it fired up real quick. So everything's good now. We can put this car on the ground, get it loaded up. It's heading to Mincer's to be able to get the radial package put into it so we can get ready and start testing on 275s. As you can see, shout out to RC Comp for getting our wheels and everything in. They're here, they're ready to go. We're gonna get going with this deal, and I can't wait to see what we can accomplish with this. And maybe, just maybe, we can go out there to Texas and pull off another win with either Travis and Prenup or me inside here. I'm a little froggy, real going on right now. I can't even talk. I'm excited, I'm cold, I'm ready. I just want to go out and get this thing tested and get ready to go out there and stand on some necks in 2025 right there, boys. Woo! Look at that thing down in there. We need to lube this blower. So we are finally loading it up. As you can see in the sun, this thing looks beautiful. I've already got on the phone with Mark Metzer. We are going to drop this car off on Thursday. They asked if we could stay there. They would knock it out in one day. They want to try to get some filming of it, footage. And I said, you know what? I would love to be able to bring this to the channel. So we are going to get to film the setup and how they go about things. Mark's shop, he's got a very successful shop business, and I can't wait to see what we can do after they get this car set up. But we got money bag going inside our new 44-foot gooseneck trailer. Jesse, the little Pete, myself, we will be going up to North Carolina to get this thing dropped off. And if you haven't done it already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn that bell notification on. We have so much content coming to y'all. I can't wait to see what we do in 2025. And I can't wait to bring y'all along with this ride. Subscribe now, guys. I'll see y'all later.